Hello everyone, welcome to Andor Visits. The Pirates of the Caribbean series boasts 5 movies worth of heroes, anti-heroes, villains, and plenty of grey area figures in between. It's famous for characters changing sides like the tides, but some have stood out more than others. So take a look back through all 5 more at the best villains to take on Captain Jack Sparrow and his crew and live to tell the tale. Pintle and Raggedy. These pirates are a package deal. Together they make best villainous pairs. The lovable offs became such fan favorites that they outlisted the rest of the Black Pearl crew and landed roles in the second and third movies too.
He's got me on! He won't give it back!
Pintle and Raggedy might be comedic relief, but they were pretty dangerous while operating as members of Barbossa's fearsome crew. The long-term duo didn't save villains beyond the first installment, but that's only a testament to how great they were.
That's an order! Understand?
James Norrington. James Norrington first appears as a British captain, soon turned commodore, and a foe to the pirates. While he wouldn't be villainous in the real world, he is a great foil to the anti-hero in Captain Jack, all duty, dignity.
Pirate I've ever heard of. But you have heard of.
For the most part, Norrington always remains opposite side, making audiences root against him when he seeks to marry Elizabeth Swann, Captain Jack Sparrow, and most of all when he betrays the protagonists and joins Cutler Beckett in the fight against pirates.
Did we? Pirate?
Armando Salazar. In the opening moments of Dead Men Tell No Tales, Henry Turner's ship goes up in flames and descends into chaos as sparks literally fly and undead crew takes out everyone aboard. Then, to the tune of electric cello strings, Captain Armando Salazar staggers aboard. With that, Salazar lays claim to the best entrance in the franchise.
Jack Sparrow.
Javier Bardem reinvigorated the latest installment of Pirates of the Caribbean with his unparalleled gravitas and ingenious physicality. Not to mention, the shipwrecked effects of Salazar and his men were pretty cool. Like the villains before him, Salazar has beef with Jack Sparrow, but the 5th movie elevates their conflict by fleshing out their joint backstory through a flashback that also happens to be one of the movie's strongest scenes. Hector Barbossa. Barbossa is the steel-stealing pirate perpetually crossing swords with Jack Sparrow. With his ghost stories, skeletal crew, cursed backstory, and trademark hats, really big ones, Barbossa is a formidable match for Jack and eventually becomes the best pirate of all, ruling the seas in the 5th flick.
What are you doing? No, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, what are you doing?
Only the best villains live long enough to see themselves become the fan favorite. He's the only villain to appear in all 5 movies, all because his first foray was intensely iconic. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you sign up to star in one movie and walk away with the franchise.
You're off the edge of the map, mate. Here there be monsters.
Davy Jones. Davy Jones has it all. A killer entrance, great theme music by Hans Zimmer, and a totally unique look. As far as sidekicks go, the Kraken is pretty epic too. But he isn't simply boiled down to impressive effects, he becomes the heart of the story, elevated by a memorable performance from Bill Nighy and a poignantly tragic backstory. He is such a great villain, in fact, the reboot will reportedly focus on him. He made a surprise reappearance at the end of Dead Men Tell No Tales, haunting the dreams of Will Turner. Or was he? With the flash of his famous claw on the screen, it seems that Davy Jones will extend his reign as the best Pirates of the Caribbean villain in a new movie.